and welcome to the Design Review Board meeting of Thursday, July 17th, 2025. I'll call the meeting to order and ask for approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second. Tessa, call the roll, please.
Board member Malagura,
Yes.
board member McNaughton,
Here.
board member Rainey,
Yes.
board member Clausen,
Yes.
Chair Huber.
Yes. And public comment is for non-agenda items only. If you would like to speak during the public hearing agenda item, your comments will be considered during the public hearing portion of the meeting when that item is considered by the board. You're the applicant, we won't have any more public comments, so we'll just move right into our action item, which is consideration of DRB 5-08 freestanding signage. This is a non-hearing regarding the continuation of DRB 25-08. Roman Villegas application for freestanding signage at 271 North Hemlock Street in a limited commercial zone. The application will be reviewed against the criteria of Municipal Code 17.62 signs and staff report.
Good evening. The applicant proposes the replacement of two existing signs, one on North Hemlock Street, the other on North Spruce Street, that advertise for Keys Tacos. Application materials state the sign will be constructed from 1/2 inch plywood, painted a dark red with pink lettering. The signs on Hemlock and Spruce Streets will both be double-sided. The sign on North Hemlock will measure 24 by 36 inches or 6 square feet. And the sign on North Spruce measured 12 by 25 inches, approximately 2 square feet, making a total freestanding sign area of approximately 8 square feet. And additional materials were submitted by the applicant on July 15th that was forwarded to the board, and there has been no additional correspondence.
Thank you, Robert. And presentation by the applicant.
You guys were concerned about colors on the paint. They were like neon and too bright. I actually brought a sample of the colors and the codes.
Okay.
If you want to take a look.
Yeah. Thank you.
And to start with, we wanted to apologize to the committee for not being here last time. He had an employee emergency he had to tend to. Being the only manager there, he was the only person that could take care of it. So he sincerely apologizes for missing the last meeting. It
Of
was
course,
not his intention.
it happens, yeah. You. Michelle, you're not gonna be able to see this, the colors as well.
I was like, oh, bummer, I'm not there.
Yeah.
Are they Pantone colors? Or are they swatches?
They're the actual paint swatches, yes,
Oh
not.
yeah, what's the company? It usually has a number, I can look it up.
That,
I think it's right down.
yeah, that's included in the information that was submitted on July 13th.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Oh, whoopsies.
Yeah, so the background is Glidden, red wine, and the lettering is Bear Rosie.
Okay,
Yeah,
Tried to submit as much information ahead of time as we could, so you could look it up if you wanted.
your application last month stated brown background, so that changed
that-
from,
No, I don't know, probably they made a mistake or because on the application I read down, it was just, I think it's breaking it right, I read down.
Yeah.
It's not-
yeah, well, because this is, yeah, it said painted brown with pink lettering, and that was for our June 30th meeting, so. That
So who
was,
wrote the brown part?
But that may have been my mistake.
oh, just that. Yeah, because I think the application said something different, the original application too, so these are the colors that
Those are the
you're
actual
sticking with
yes.
and decided and, Are you making the sign? Are you making?
Not me.
No.
His name is Tom Grove.
He has a graphic designer making the sign for him.
Yeah.
That is a local here. He would be here also tonight, but he's teaching an art class for the Cannon Beach Arts Academy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, anybody have questions or comments? For our applicant?
So we have in our packet, a picture of the colors that you're using, and they look like that. I think maybe page 3 maybe. And, also it looks like a hand-drawn sign. Is it different than this, or is this it?
So,
The hand-drawn signs was currently there.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to, yeah, anything else about that? Okay.
I'll just, if I may. You had brought up in the last meeting, we both took the time to watch the meeting recording from the last time. You had brought up the framing for the sign, which really isn't, he has no control over that framing. But because that was one of your concerns, he did bring it up to the landlord and it's been replaced. So,
Yeah, I saw that, so.
so he spoke to the landlord immediately and said, hey, this might be a problem for me. I don't really have control over it. Can you fix it? And he did. So it's been replaced.
Yeah. I had a question, if you don't mind. I was just curious about the history of your sign that you're replacing.
We changed the owner and
Okay.
he has the ex-owner. So I
Okay.
don't want him to be, I don't want him to be on my, my sign.
Okay, so it is new ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I was curious, how the caricature, the sign, and then also the plywood sign that had tacos on, that was deteriorating, how those weren't your signs, then,
Yeah, that's right.
so, okay. One other question I had is the, it says that they're gonna be double-sided signs.
Mhm.
So the structure on spruce, I was looking at that, and currently, I don't know, there's like, I don't know what material it is, that it's stapled onto something. So I'm curious how it's gonna be double-sided on the spruce, facing structure.
They doing two signs, so you need to touch one on the other side.
I see, okay, so it's two signs that you're doing. So it's not,
It would still be considered one sign though.
I see, okay. And then my other thing was, I'm thinking that you're familiar with the sign ordinance for Cannon Beach, maybe you kind of read through that to kind of see that, you know, the purpose is to safeguard and enhance the aesthetic character of the city, so, I think your signs basically are clean and, be well structured and maintained, going forward, so. All right. Good. Anyone else want to add, or? Michelle? Anything?
I play on my hands, sorry. No, I'm good.
All right, well, just for formality, I'm gonna ask if there's any opponents or any opponents, any staff report or response, any additional statements. And then I will ask for a motion to approve.
Should we close the?
No hearing for this.
Oh, it is not, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Just the action.
Okay, I would move to approve the submittal.
Okay. All right. Any further discussion? All right, roll call, please, Tessa.
Board member McNaughton,
Yes.
board member Rainey,
Yes.
board member Clausen,
Yes.
board member Valora,
Yes.
Chair Huber.
Yes. Right, approved.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for doing those most too.
Yes, very much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to say the city's concerns, it's done, so.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
There is a motion for the chair to sign the appropriate orders. Second. Yeah, roll call, Tessa.
Board Member Clausen,
Yes.
Board Member McNaughton,
Yes.
Board Member Valor,
Yes.
Board Member Rainey,
Yes.
Chair Weaver.
Yes. All right, give the order.
Sometime back, I asked that we go to a roll call vote, partly to facilitate the civic, which was transcribing and using AI to monitor the meetings. That since has stopped, unfortunately. So I would have no objection if we wanted to go back to just whatever we were doing before. But I, in some ways, I like it the way it is, but that the obvious reason why I was
Think it's a
requesting
little
that
bit-
it's no longer exists.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see if there was a hearing item, that you wanted to see who specifically, how they voted, but.
Yeah, but and approving an agenda,
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
yeah. Well, how does anybody feel about that? Do we need to hear from staff about?
I don't think we have an issue either way, you know, like you guys were talking about the stuff with attendance or motions with agendas or minutes or things like that, you know, if you wanted to do it that way and have the specific items voted on,
Yeah,
that might be something to consider.
yeah. Okay. And then we do need to say yes and not
Yes,
here.
right.
Was that something?
Yeah, I just
Carried over.
came over, I thought they were taking attendance, but yeah, yes.
Okay,
May I correct?
okay, just so we- everybody, same page there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine with that because it does feel like it's a little bit much to ask Tessa to be doing a roll call
Yeah.
for agenda.
What if we just said to Tessa to use her judgment of when,
Well, I think that we should let Tessa know when we're asking for a roll call, and I would suggest that it's when we have an item, that there's a hearing about.
Here.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
action items, I don't think, or agenda, but just a hearing item, we can do roll call. If that works, yeah,
okay,
that works for
will
some.
that be our procedure?
Okay,
Okay,
very good. All right, anything else? We're not quite at 15
Something.
minutes yet.
I have something. Hello.
Yes, Michelle?
Am I too loud in there? Sometimes it sounds loud. I just talking about these signs. I don't know if that's coming up with like the code audit, but you know, I brought up in the last time that like, oh, MDO, it's basically compressed board with resin inside, and that's not the intent. The intent was for our signs to look as though they're made of wood and be natural materials. I mean, that's what I believe, that's what I take from what the code, how the code was written. And it's, you know, the way that things have become more and more to make things look like plastic. So, I mean, I mean, I don't think the sign is necessarily, it's all compliant and in the criteria, but if we can figure out a way to like have it go back to, you know, like when you go to like a Ren fair and everything looks like Renaissance time, we want everything to look natural and be of natural material. So if there's a way that we can figure out how to like address this in the code, that would be really cool. I feel like I keep bringing it up and I don't know how everybody else feels, but.
Michelle, I can't remember who suggested it, but someone suggested maybe asking Darwin Turner or someone else.
Oh, yeah.
To give us a few bullet points on what we could consider for the changes in the code. As you point out, Signs Night complies with code, so we did the right thing, but we can clarify those things, and I agree in principle that if paint on a flat piece of plywood isn't necessarily what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's not really the aesthetic that was intended. I'm not trying to like pick on the sign, but it's just, you won't, it's hidden wood. It could be plastic under there. It doesn't, we wouldn't know, you know, but because it is within the criteria, then we have to approve it. And, which is fine, you know, like to each his own, but there's a reason why that's there. There's a reason why design review board exists.
Sure, what,
I think one of the things too with the plywood or MDO two is the maintenance of it, and I think that might be, you know, because I wanna be sensitive to people's costs that they're putting into their sign, but just that if they're gonna go with the cheaper material, that the maintenance needs to maybe step up a little bit more, so that, because that taco sign was in pretty bad shape, and I don't know how long it had been hanging there, but.
Not very long, it was put up, I believe, toward the end of 2021.
Okay, yeah, so that's, I mean, it was in pretty bad shape, but they took it down, I think, a little bit.
sure, what do you think about having staff ask Darwin?
I would like to
How
have
would that be?
Darwin's
Yeah.
input on helping us maybe, you know, help define materials for
Sure.
people and staff.
I can reach out to him and see if he'd be willing to, you know,
Yeah.
talk to us a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want him to make a special appearance, you know, maybe some point when he has an application come to the
Sure.
DRB that we could maybe get him for a few more minutes to, you
Sounds
know, at the
good.
end of the meeting or something, or whatever might work for him. He might want
Well,
to stop.
and when, you know, I can reach out to him that way, just get his, opinion, and then
Mhm.
if we get an application from him, we, you know, I can talk to him ahead of time, so that, hey, if you're coming in, maybe you could,
Address
the
it, yeah.
designing you board is interested in
But
hearing
his
his
office is 100 yards from here, so it's not probably that big of a deal.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good.
So is there an issue with when we have applicants, regular applicants? And they're really also experts. Is there any kind of a conflict issue that seems to come to mind? You know, we have members of the planning commission who are regular applicants and represent, they're engineers, and that's why they're qualified. So, you know, on the other hand, there's expertise and there's also, you know, interest, financial interest. So, just wanted to put that in the background to make sure we don't conflate their application for a sign and their expertise that they're giving us for free.
Sure. Yeah, like, good to separate those.
Yeah.
Yeah. But having said that, he probably is the local expert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, you know, he does some nice work.
Yes.
And he knows code, so that's
Yeah.
where I would defer to him, you know, on what.
Or would that help if we hire you?
I don't think we have a budget to throw.
Well, but
Yeah, that would be.
Let me reach out to him and
Yeah.
just talk to him.
Yeah.
because if they're doing it for free and then they're flying,
Yeah.
I can see a conflict,
Yeah.
just on our own part.
Sounds good.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Meeting's adjourned.
Are you still going?
Nice.
Trying to take the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
I didn't get here at 6 and I had a non-agenda through the, I don't mean to. I don't mean to take it, waste your time, but I don't know where to start with this, and so I'm starting here. I have a,
Okay, well, one second here, because I need to, we just adjourned the meeting, so how do we wanna, handle this? Usually public comment at the beginning of the meeting is when,
yeah, I'm afraid I was too late. I didn't know you guys moved so quickly.
Yeah, why don't we close the meeting and I'll talk
That's
to
great.
from a staff perspective and
yeah,
see what's going on, and then I can go from there.
perfect, all right.